I was afraid I'd blown my chance at riding a jump bot for a second.
Prince, you need to learn to control yourself.
Quit nagging me. We got what we came for, right?
But I was hoping we'd have more time to hunt for parts.
The wannabe junkers may be gone, but the defenders are still around. So don't even think about coming in here alone.
I know. I'd never be that reckless. Probably.
What kind of region are we in?
Well, there should be a few towns, an army base, and a bandit hideout around here.
Soldiers and bandits. Sounds like nothing but trouble.
Exactly. Don't let your guard down.
Wow, this cave is huge!
Looks like this cave leads straight to the Lee Sub battleship.
Here we go.
It seems that the Junkers have cobbled together a convenient route between the market and battleship.
Hey!
So the battleship crash-landed in these mountains, huh?
That's right. It hit the ground with such force that debris was scattered all over the area.
That thing must be super tough to mostly survive a landing like that.
I hope I get a chance to inspect it someday.
This cave is huge!
Looks like this cave leads straight to the Lee Sub battleship.
It seems that the Junkers have cobbled together a convenient route between the market and battleship.
Here we go.
So the battleship crash-landed in these mountains, huh?
That's right. It hit the ground with such force that debris was scattered all over the area.
That thing must be super tough to mostly survive a landing like that.
I hope I get a chance to inspect it someday.
Thank you.
Whoop!
Prince, would you please let me have the next turn at the wheel?
Rock, paper, scissors me for it.
You're on. Ready? Rock, paper, scissors.
Yay! I win!
Ah, I'll get you next time.
So, like, why do we need water to live?
That's because the human body is composed of roughly 60% water.
Interesting. Hey, see, what about demons?
That depends on the species. Slime's body is nearly 100% water, for instance.
Even something as simple as that really hammers home what a diverse bunch demons are.
According to the map, this area is near the center of Sandland.
Wow, so we can reach a bunch of places from here, huh?
Not really. The steep cliffs make traveling north or south of here a serious challenge.
Pretty inconvenient for a central hub.
Prince, it's good to wander off the beaten path sometimes. Detours can be the source of all sorts of discoveries.
True. We might come across other travelers' abandoned belongings or usable equipment.
Spoken like a true thief.
Always remain calm, no matter the situation. Clear thinking will lead you to victory, even when the odds are against you.
You're talking to the Fiend Prince. I'm like the definition of calm. One down. This is one lazy mountain.
Indeed. Something tells me we're going to get lost.
Yeah, I barely know which way is up either.
It's the leader of the raptors. More aggressive than ordinary raptors. And they breathe.
This stinks. That's bad! My butt!
There are paths in every possible direction. This place is an absolute maze.
My head's already spinning.
Looks like there are valuables just lying around all over the place.
A lot of wannabe junkers here. Plenty of high purchase, too. Beware of attacks from above.
I hate campers so much.
It's the leader of the raptors. More aggressive than ordinary raptors, and they breathe fire. Fighting it unarmed.
Ew, that was rough. Land sure has a lot of different creatures.
Including some dangerous ones I'd like to avoid.
Plenty are harmless, though. Just doing their best to survive in this harsh land like us.
Humans may be weak, but they sure are persistent.
Leader of the raptors. I really cannot recommend fighting it unarmed.
It's after us! And its aim's pretty good!
Easy on the boost! Prince, it's good to wander off the beaten path sometimes. Detours can be the source of all sorts of discoveries.
True. We might come across other travelers' abandoned belongings or usable equipment.
Spoken like a true thief.
See these tire tracks? That's a sign that someone's been here before us. Following them might lead us to a useful location like a village or town. The car should also go a bit faster than it would on unpacked ground.
Ew, that was rough. This is bad. I bought. Here we go.
A lot of wannabe junkers here. Plenty of high purchase, too. Beware of attacks from above.
I hate campers so much. Whoop! What broke it?
A lot of wannabe junkers here. Plenty of high purchase, too. Beware of attacks from above.
I hate campers so much. Yes! This weapon's busted! This is bad! I bought!
What's wrong? Aren't you going in?
I am. It's just there's an urgent news bulletin on the radio now.
Oh? Prince, we'd best listen too.
Okay.
Yesterday, a Royal Army tank was hijacked from Nap's base by unknown saboteurs.
Huh?
The perpetrators have gone on a rampage with their stolen tank, looting vital water supplies and destroying several towns.
What the?
Anyone who has recently sighted a suspicious tank should contact the Royal Army immediately. Any information about the culprits' identities or whereabouts is welcome. Moreover, the king is offering a 30 million zenny reward for the capture of the saboteurs, dead or alive.
What?
But we didn't do any of that!
Of course! I mean, Mayor Tor trusts you guys, so...
Damn it. How could the Royal Army sink so low? They have turned the entire world against us. Unless we find the spring, we'll have to spend the rest of our lives on the run.
going to Leesob? If so, might I trouble you with a request? Here's what I need. I'd be obliged if you got me some.
Since when are we your errand runners?
Don't be so cold. The man's helped us plenty. What say we repay his kindness,
Thank you. My usual supplier hasn't been by lately. I considered dismantling some of the nearby tanks, but the risk is too high. Attracting the army's attention is the last thing I want.
A wise decision. A mayor cannot compromise his people's safety.
You're too kind. Here, payment for the scrap. I'll be waiting for you. You don't have to stay with me, you know. Odd as it is to say in the middle of the desert, this town's nothing but a sinking ship. After being the mayor for so long, it's only right that I go down with it. But a young lady like you needn't subject yourself to this.
Don't talk like that. This isn't the end. Not yet. If we all pull together, I'm sure something can still be done.
Sweet 80s, can't you see? There is no we. This town has no one left to pull together. Spino is finished.
What happens then? What about our tank?
Should we lose the town, the garage goes with it.
No way! We won't be able to repair the tank!
And just to be clear, if it breaks, I'm not walking.
What of the children? What about Hugh and Pleeka?
I've arranged for an old friend's son and his wife to look after them.
When did you...
I apologize for the secrecy. I didn't want you to worry when it came time to leave.
True. I never would have left so long as those two were still here. But I bet Hugh and Pleeka feel the same about you. They'd never want to move away from this town if it meant leaving you behind. You don't want to part with them either, do you?
No, I do not. But those children still have their futures ahead of them. They deserve better than a town slowly dying of old age.
So let me get this straight. The town needs people. That it? Let's bring them in then. From other places.
But this is a former rebel base. The government is never going to supply it with food and water. And just look how run down it is. You'd have to be a real oddball to willingly move here.
Well, when you put it that way.
Mayor, did you know that anytime travelers pass through Spino, Hugh and Pleeka always talk up the town to them?
I had no idea. But why would they...
To attract more people to Spino and make you happy, Mayor. Hugh's own words.
Oh my.
If the kids haven't given up on this town, then there's no way us adults can give up either.
Perhaps you have a point.
Let's tough it out just a little longer, Mayor. We'll return Spino to its former glory. It's what the kids want.
Very well. We'll keep fighting. To the bitter end.
Agreed.
I can tell you want to help. It's written all over your face.
I'll be frank, I do.
maybe I'm in the mood to help too. I mean, we can't lose the tank. So, let's get on it then.
Yes, let's.
Anyone order some gun scrap?
Ah, just what I needed. You have my thanks. I'll only take what I need, though. Here, you can have the rest.
Whoa, you sure about that?
Very. I have all the components I need. The rest should prove useful for upgrading bots or vehicles.
Right on. Thanks.
It's pretty horrible of them to put a bounty on your head.
Our only hope is to find that spring as soon as we can.
Let's abandon the tank and forget all about this. We got lucky. They still don't know who we really are.
Some demon you are, thief. Don't be such a coward.
But, Prince...
I'll keep looking for the spring all on my own if I have to. No turning back now.
I'll come too. We're basically partners in crime at this point.
Let me be clear. I'm not turning back until I've seen that spring with my own eyes. If you can't handle that, then go home already.
But... What will everyone say if they see me return without you?
Don't be a worrywart, Gramps. I'm sure things will work out. Once the jump bot's ready, I just know we'll find the spring.
How can you be so sure?
You're a gutsy one, aren't you?
Do you think Anne's fine working on that jump bot all on her own?
None of us know what we're doing. We'd only get in her way if we tried to help. We're better off getting some rest for the journey ahead.
We're going to be aimlessly wandering through the southern desert with an entire army on our tail.
Don't worry, I lived in the south 30 years ago, so I at least know the general lay of the land there.
Ah, 30 years ago. You mean back when the Peachy still inhabited the area? That would be about the time the Royal Army wiped them all out, wouldn't it?
Yeah, about that time.
Such a tragedy. That made my list of the top 10 most foolish things humanity has ever done.
Foolish? But it prevented the Peachy from destroying all of Sandland with their doomsday weapon.
Really? You actually believe that? The Peachy were really developing a machine that made water.
What? Water? No, that can't be true.
It's true, all right. The brilliant Peachy were trying to create massive quantities of water. Not just for themselves, but to share with everyone. And because the Royal Army's profits would go up in smoke if that happened, they got rid of the Peachy first. The massive explosion that happened when they were attacked was caused by the aquanium they needed to make their machine work, which the Royal Army gave them knowing what would happen. And the Royal Army used a massive aquanium bomb to wipe out every last one of them.
No, but how can this be? commander of the tank brigade that attacked them, who ordered the shots that set off the aquanium, was me.
Huh?
The resulting explosion destroyed almost my entire village. And everyone in my whole brigade, apart from me, was killed in an instant. The army thinks I died back then, too. They made us attack, knowing it would cause that explosion.
Wait. If they knew, why would they make your tanks attack inside the blast radius?
2 birds with 1 bomb. Our brigade never much liked Supreme Commander Zayu's methods. We spoke our minds too much.
Oh, well, not your fault, huh? You had no idea.
Sure. You thought you were saving the world, right?
But then,
The Peachy were really developing a machine that made water.
the real fiend here.
And the Royal Army used a massive aquanium bomb to wipe out every last one of them.
Is actually me. Hey, what in the world?
I'm absorbing the power of darkness. 'Cause it looks like we're in for a fight. Right? That snooze hit the spot. All right. Think I'll check on Anne to see how the jump bot's coming along.